Hey there, Elizabeth Lewis, and I have waited 6 months to give you this testimony on the X39 patches. Many of you know, if you've been following me on social media, is my husband and I both have been wearing these patches, and of course, I am now selling them because I am such a believer in what they do for people, how that they can help people. So this is my personal testimony. So I can't say that these things will happen to you. They very well may. But whatever you have going on in your body is different than I have going on in my body. When I first started, I'm very healthy, still am very healthy. The two, what I would consider main issues that I had were I had eye cancer, and as a result, I have radiation retinopathy. I'll explain that in a little bit. And I had a torn hip labrum with a little bit of arthritis underneath. So I will be sure to include those in my testimony. So the cool thing about these is they work on everybody. Well, technically, they work on 96% of people. And I say that because the very small percentage of humans all around the world that they don't work on is if you hardly drink any water, they need water to work. And if you maybe are low in some minerals, if you drink a lot of caffeine or full of the acidity that comes with that, or if you're a smoker and are on um, hard drugs. So other than that, they work on everybody. But the way that they work on you are going to be different than the way that they work on me. So just keep that in mind. This is just my testimony. Let's see. For those of you that don't know, like before I give my testimony, is these are non-transdermal, which means nothing enters your body. The way that they work is our bodies give off heat in the form of infrared light that we actually can't see during the day. You can if you have night goggles on. But by putting this on, and mine is right here, you can see. What it does, it reflects light back into our body until it hits a certain wavelength of light called GHKCU is what the X39 hits, that copper peptide. If you want to Google what are the benefits of GHKCU copper peptides, this they do all of those things, or they can do all of those things. We're all just a little bit different. So this is called light therapy. So when you go out in the sun and the sun activates your own vitamin D, that's light therapy. If you go to a spa and they have the red infrared light machines that do all the cool things, they really work. That's light therapy. This is light therapy. It's just a light therapy that we can wear. So, okay, so my results. So first of all, the coolest thing is that they activate dormant stem cells. We can't feel this. We can't feel them going to sleep. By age 30, we are down to 50 to, no, we've lost 50 to 60% of our stem cell activity. And by age 60, we're down to 10%. So I'm 60. That means my stem cell activity is around 10%. Why is that important? We need that to heal. So don't think of it just a cut. Think of organ challenges or aches and pains or anything that we have going on the inside of our body. So the cool thing with X39 is the first 2 days, 4,100 genes reset to a younger state. Again, we don't feel that. The reason that we age, how do we know that we age? We get gray hair, we get wrinkles on our face, we get organ challenges and body aches and pains. That's mostly because we are losing stem cells. Another cool thing is that they build your own collagen, and this is the first time I am publicly showing my face. All right. So day one, I took a picture of my face in the bathroom with the same very, very, very light, hardly any makeup on. And then I took pictures every month. So I'm going to screen share real quick here, just so I can visually show you. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, don't let this scare you. It's the first time I've shared this. So date, you can see I have very deep parentheses. Okay, I call them parentheses, smile lines, whatever you want to call them. So this is on day one. I just want you to look at the depth of wrinkles. Okay, this is 6 months later. Now I know, I think, oh, this was 4 months. I was going to show you this one first. So in 4 months, you can see how much they've changed. Then of course, I just hit 6 months this last weekend, and so that is what that looks like. Of course, way more is going on the inside of my body than just what's going on the outside. If you can imagine, your cells are now plumpier and jumping around. Another really cool thing is my hair is a little bit thicker. Now, a lot of people's hair will go back to their original color. In fact, my husband's hair went back to its original color, and this is his hair. Okay, so the ones on the left are what he was before he's started patching, and the ones on the right actually are only about 4 months later, so I really need to update these. But his hair is going back to its original color. I am not saying this is going to happen to you. I am saying this happened to him and happens to many people. I don't think it's going to happen to me because I've dyed my hair for so many years. I feel like I've killed those follicles. Um, they give both David and me a deep restorative sleep. So I was always a good sleeper, but this is like new level, really deep sleep. Now, if you don't sleep well, don't worry. There's another patch that really kind of doubles down on that. But for me, X39 does it for me. Another really cool thing is I don't have any more systemic joint pain. So I would wake up every day and be like, oh, I slept wrong, or there's a new ache, there's a new pain. I took back all my glucosamine, which I took every day, which it helped a little bit. I now wake up and I don't have any pain. So that is a big thing for me. I have sustained energy all day long, which is great. I used to kind of get tired after supper time, and now I still have a lot of energy all the way until bedtime. So my cancer eye, 9 years ago, I had eye cancer. I now have what's called radiation retinopathy, and I get a shot in it once a month. It's quite awful. Don't like it. But my doctor's all about this because, they're non-transdermal, so I'm working with her very close. They go once a month. And I didn't expect anything for 12 months, maybe nine or 12 months. Every single month, it's a little bit better. And the next month, it's just a little bit better. And I'm taking it because I'm only 6 months in, and every single month it is budging just a little bit. And I mean, it's dead. It's a dead blood vessel. So I don't know if it will totally heal one day or not. But what I do know is now, instead of every 4 weeks of getting a shot in my eye, I now am going every 6 weeks, which for me is huge. And hopefully we can move that to 8 weeks. Now, my torn hip labrum. Doctors say labrums don't heal. So to me, I was like, great, this is just going to get bigger. And, I'm not a candidate for surgery, nor do I want any. The MRI showed that it was a small tear with a little bit of arthritis underneath. And I did do several times over the last few years something called PRP, platelet-rich plasma. They take your own blood, they spin it, they put it back into you. It did help for a few months at a time, which was great. I take any relief, but invariably the pain would come back and I would just struggle for a few months until I scheduled another one. So I am here to tell you now that I have had no pain for 5 to 6 months. Now, I don't know if I want to claim that it's healed, and technically, I don't know if I actually am allowed to do that without a proper MRI, and I'm not going to go get an MRI just to prove this, but I can tell you I have no pain. So maybe in a year, I'll say, it's healed, and I know it's healed. It's definitely, if it's not already healed, it's on its way. And so I'm very, very grateful for the patches for that. There's a patch called Aeon, AEON, that has decreased the inflammation in my body. That is also known as the happy patch because it works with your parasympathetic nervous system. So if you're stressed or you have a lot of anxiety, it just kind of balances your nervous system. And I don't have much stress. I'm retired. I have a pretty cool, comfortable life. But what I have learned is that we all have oxidative stress. All of us have that on the inside of our body. So I know that that patch is taking care of that. I don't have any data yet. There's an X39 patch that helps with bones, and it also helps protection against 5G. And I don't have any data on that, but I do feel like an extra hedge of protection for that. What else? Those are the main things. I do have a closed group on Facebook for all the people that have signed up that we kind of support each other and I educate people about, the newest, the latest and greatest things. There have been some great testimonials in that group. And if you want to learn about these, of course, my goal is just to tell the world about them. You don't have to buy them. I just want you to know what kind of technology is out there and what they could do and very likely will do. These are healing thousands, hundreds and thousands of people around the world. So, would be happy to meet with you either one-on-one or in a small group. I occasionally do classes, but again, whether you live here or not, reach out if you want to learn more. I will post the pictures below. I know they were maybe hard to see. I'll post below these. But anyway, thank you for letting me go on, and that is my testimonial. Thank you.